Alrighty, well, welcome back to the roundtable. This one, this one's just a little different. We're just gonna just talk about Animal Crossing: New Horizons. Everyone and their dog is playing it. No joke. I mean, because it's about you and animals. Anyways, it's a great game. I actually originally started on the GameCube one, which was originally released in N64 in Japan. I played the one on the GameCube months, maybe even years, like forever. And I was waiting for the new console one. I got the Wii and I got the game, didn't play it. Jumped till this one, and it's phenomenal so far. Um, I know a lot of you guys have heard about it. I know, Shade, you said you played the GameCube one as well, I think you said?
Yeah, I played the GameCube one for a little while. Kind of went downhill a little bit. Everything was going well. Not gonna really get into why I stopped playing. Needless to say, a foot kicked the GameCube. Wasn't mine, but that's where the story ends with that one. And that was the last of my days with Animal Crossing, sadly. But it was fun. There's definitely a lot to do with the game, especially back then. And geez, just from watching people now and just from talking with you and seeing all that goes on in a game and everything that you can do and just all the different stuff that people are kind of doing daily and exploring and finding every day is it's just amazing to see everything that they've put into it just overall.
Yeah, like I
Um,
mean the core metrics of what they started back in GameCube, if you only played that one like I did, because the
yeah,
mobile ones I kind of missed, but if you played that one, the core metrics of what you knew to do, they took them and just expanded all of them. So if you played that one
yeah,
only for like a day and you remember like a couple of things, the game feels the same but just more.
hmm,
Like my big thing throughout the days is you still log in and you do your fishing and you get your bugs, you do all the main little things. You go around, you
hmm.
shaking trees and grabbing fruits and getting these items, and it's all the exact same game, but it's
Yep,
it's I think it's because it's refreshed and it's on this new amazing Nintendo Switch that's like it's portable yet it's a console with like high definition
yeah,
gaming. Like they took everything and made it better, and now it's online and you can go to your friends' islands. You can improve your own. You can,
hmm.
trade items back and forth. It's a really crazy upgrade that they've done from the original, but the game
Of
itself
course.
is the same game, like at its core, which is amazing. It's like a new Mario. How every old Mario is still Mario, but better. You know?
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's funny when you said, you're just doing the same thing, just shaking trees. Just imagine walking outside and you just see someone shaking a tree and you just have, a couple pears falling from it. And the guy's like, just going to stick these in my pocket.
Oh yeah.
But
Go fishing,
yeah,
catch a fish, and put it in my pocket.
yeah. And that's exactly what it is. And it's kind of, it's taken the world by storm. I mean, if you take a look at the internet and you're like, hey, I want to buy a Switch or I want to buy a Switch Lite, you're not going to find one. You're not going to find one, and if you do find one, you're going to pay double the price possibly. Depending where
Yeah.
you go.
I mean, I
Um,
know
it,
there's a few of our streamer buddies out there. I
yeah,
just talked to them last night, and they were saying one guy was like, "I've wanted it for the last like week, and I finally just
yeah,
said screw it, and I bought it on Craigslist." Like,
yeah.
he's like, "I know I paid a bit more, but I wanted to play right now." So,
Oh yeah,
um, I mean, it's one of those games that's I think like Shady was telling me, he's like, it's one of those games that brings out like the kid in you.
hmm,
It's just fun. There's no negativity in the game. Like even as funny as this little thing is it's like you go
yeah,
and you like talk to this little tidbit of the game. There's a thing called resident services that you get to, and you tell the person's like, "Hey, I want to discuss another islander," and their response to you is, "Before we do that, have you tried talking to them?" Like they're trying to teach
yeah,
you resolve before like
yeah.
like give this guy,
It's
let's
like,
get rid
listen
of him.
here,
It's
listen
kind of
here.
funny.
Did you deal with the conflict yourself before you brought it
Exactly.
to me? Like,
They don't want
yeah,
conflict at all. Like and
yeah,
it's just a really
hmm,
interesting concept of the way that they're doing it, and the fact that like you say go around shaking trees and pears and stuff like that is it's like for some reason you continually want to go around and shake trees and catch bugs and
yeah.
just run in circles. Like that's what the
I
game
think
is.
it's, I think it's funny. The first thing when you start the game, right? And I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but the first thing that you do when you start the game is like, hey, you saw all those weeds when you were running around the island? you're gonna pull all of those out.
Yeah,
Like,
once you pull, he's like, and then come back to me.
yeah,
Like
and it's
the
like,
funny
wait,
thing is
hold on.
of course the main guy. His name's Tom Nook in there, and you got to deal with him throughout the whole game basically.
Yeah,
And he's always just like, okay, so whenever you're kind of like, what should I do? You literally go up to Tom Nook, and your first option that you can pick is, what can I do? So
mm-hmm.
you go up and yeah, sometimes he's like, I need some weeds now. I need sticks. I need this stuff. And yeah, it's funny. It's literally yard work. That's what they're teaching you to do.
The game is teaching you responsibility in a sense of, you if you want a place to live, you need to pay for that place to live. You have to go out, like you'd said, you have to fish, you have to find food, you have to learn how to. You can trade for stuff, so to say. You're trading those pears or those fish or oranges. I think your island is full of your island's full of oranges, right?
Mine was oranges, and I say was as in that's my main fruit that I have. And I still have some grow there because you need some for like in-game energy and whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But I have since planted over 100 peach trees.
Yeah, yeah. And I think you could find that picture on your Twitter. I think
yes. I have one on there. Yeah. My guy's peeking through all the peach trees.
But so it teaches you this. Like, honestly, it doesn't matter how old or how young you are. It's teaching you some sort of a life aspect. It's like a life coach in a video game. If you think about it, like, hey,
there's yard work, there's bills, there's dealing with things, there's work. Like there's little things that very basic life skills for sure.
And it pretty much turns into like you're an entrepreneur kind of thing where you're building this island and people are moving into your island. And you're in charge of your island, except you kind of have this guy over here, the raccoon.
He's the bank.
It's the bank. He owns everything. You don't own anything in the game.
No.
He owns everything. You work for him, even though you think that you work for yourself. But the game is so vast and so expansive that every day, like you had said, when you log in, there's just something to do. And it doesn't matter how old or how young you are. It brings out that inner child where, honestly, I could sit down, or my 5-year-old could sit down, or my 10-year-old could sit down, and you just run around for hours and just have fun,
Well, the neat thing that they added, actually, that I don't remember if it was in, or know if it was in the mobile ones and stuff like that, but compared to way back in the GameCube ones when I played, they added like daily stuff. So like you log in and right off the bat, there's these little bonuses to do and it's stuff like go talk to 3 villagers, bring me or go sell 20 clumps of weeds, or go chop down a tree, or collect 10 pieces of wood. And it's just little stuff, but it's not just a daily. Your double is a daily, but then as soon as you finish one, it just queues up another one. There's always 5 little tasks or quests, mini quests that you can do, which are just generic stuff. Catch fish, catch a specific fish, just little things. And it's kind of a way to just be like, okay, well, I've done what I had to do for the day. Well, what else is there for these little daily things? And you look on the top, oh, plant some flowers. Oh, okay, I'll go plant some flowers. Like, it's a way to, cool. Honestly, it's a way to just relax. I mean, I don't care who or how old or whatever. It's a game that anyone can enjoy. It is. I give it 10 bells out of 10.
10 bells, nice. So, I think actually one of the coolest things too is, like you had mentioned in the beginning too, with the Switch being an online console, kind of like with PC or Xbox or PlayStation, you can travel to your friend's island. So say for instance, you and I, right? So if I have a Switch and you have a Switch and we both have it, here's my little island code.
Right.
All right, I have something that is cheaper on my island than it is on yours, and you need it. You can come to my island and buy it.
I mean, and
vice versa.
And exactly, I was saying, and like you're saying, something's on your island or mine. There's things in games that are just all the objects you can put in your house, or just collect, right? So now there's things like scooters and whatever. Well, there's just like the scooter. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, it's just like an object. You can't actually ride them, but the one that I got was yellow, and I was like, cool. And then I got another one. It was silver, and I'm like, wait a minute, how many different colors are there? This damn thing, and they don't tell you. They don't show you, like in game. It's not like you can go through a list and look at them all. If you've collected one, you can get it, and you can get it again. But so now I can be like, hey, Shady, keep your eye out. I need the red and the blue and any other color scooter. Why? Yeah. I don't know. I'm collecting scooters, man. It's just
I'm
because.
just stockpiling scooters.
Exactly.
So,
It's for pointless stuff.
yeah. And that brings up a good point too. Is you build your house? Well, you start with your tent, right? And
Yeah.
you owe the raccoon, you owe the bank, Tom Nook, whatever, however many bells, and then you build
Yep.
your house, etc., etc., etc. And you keep building, and you keep going more and more in debt, and you keep paying it off, and this and that. And say you want to customize some clothes or customize your bedding or whatever you want to do, you could change your kitchen table from light wood to dark wood to
Yeah.
whatever wood. You
Yeah,
can
there's a
change
bunch
your
of custom
clothing,
stuff.
and
Yeah.
it's crazy how much stuff you can do. And I don't think was that around back in
Some
Dreamcast
of
time frame.
some
Some
of
of it was.
the clothing aspect of it was. Some of the custom designs were. When it comes down to the furniture, no, there was no crafting, but there was still different
Yeah,
options of furniture that was out there. But now, like if you craft a wood bench, or a wood table, you can usually take it and either paint it or use make it like a light or a dark or whatever. They're kind of
yeah,
set colors, but there's still about
hmm
6 or so options that you can do for some items, or 8 or 4 or whatever.
yeah.
But
So
there's more customization for sure.
you could pretty much make anything your own. You can make it however you
One
want.
neat thing
So
actually is if you use the Nintendo's app, you can actually import your own pictures to hang like on the wall. If you didn't know
oh,
that, which is really cool. They're
actually,
pixelated because they're small, but you can do it.
of course, yeah, of course. I mean, what do you expect? You're trying to take
Right.
this big fancy picture and put it into a game.
I feel like the
So
main limiting reason was just for pixels, honestly, because some of the stuff that's in the game actually looks better, like they used a better resolution than the
yeah,
picture you imported. But I think it uses a 32 by 32 or 64 by 64 like
something like that.
square that you can upload. And I think that's just for loading, because say that you had 100 pictures in your house and then your friend came to visit
Oh
your
man,
island, it had to download all of that stuff. So I think they kept it small for a reason. But
probably.
yeah,
Yeah, and who knows how long it's going to take for everyone to figure out everything that you can do. We're not going to spoil anything. I
without
know
cheating
Bubs.
and time hacking.
Yeah, listen. I know that was one of the first things that I brought up. Of you can go ahead and just speed forward through it if you'd like, but
Yeah.
but there's some people out there that are pretty far ahead in this already. I know Bubs brought up. So I'm not going to say anything, but Bubs brought up something that he saw on Twitter earlier today,
Spoiled it
which
for me.
which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, there's some cool stuff that I don't have yet. I've been
Yeah,
playing for 10 days ish, I think.
yeah,
And
he
I
hasn't
still don't even
slept
have it
for
unlocked. And
10 days.
I haven't 12 days even, because I thought about playing the game. But no, there's some stuff that I thought that, like, oh, I should have most of it by now. I'm still scratching the surface right now. There's so much stuff where if you're playing, as we just talked about, and not time hopping, I'm like behind the times in a sense,
Yeah.
because I there's stuff that other people have played for about another week or so, whatever it is, more than me, and they got this another thing that I didn't even know was in the game. It was not in the old ones, of course, and I was like, oh, now that's cool. But it spoiled it for me because I didn't have it yet. So
Well,
depends
we
how
all
you
know
play a
what
game,
Bubs
right?
is going to be doing tonight. Let's just fast forward
Not
6
sleeping
days.
again.
So, but yeah, no, and Animal Crossing it's a completely different game. I mean, it really is compared to all the other games that are coming out or that have come out recently. And I think it's about time that something came out on a console like this that really kind of takes everyone and brings them together.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if there really has been a game that's been like this where you could take thousands and thousands of people and say, hey, you're kind of by yourself, but if you want to go somewhere, all you need is, what is it, 5 digits? A 5-digit code?
You honestly don't even need it. As long as you are friends on your Switch, you can
Oh,
just
you can just go
invite
there.
your friends. You can
Yeah,
invite, yeah, I can go open my gates, and then you can be like, search, let's fly to a friend's island, which one? And you can just come visit. It's
yeah.
really neat.
So,
It's done really well. It's clean, it's smooth, it's wholesome. It's just, the game was done right, and like you say, it
yeah.
just brings people together. Or you can keep your airport gate closed, and you can be an introvert like myself and never leave.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to find a way to get to his island. Yeah, I'm going to go steal all of his oranges. So, but yeah, it's definitely fun. Me personally, I'll put it out there. I have yet to play this new one because I don't own a Switch. I can't find one. But I've played the old one, so and I'm waiting to get my hands on this new one. That's my experience from watching everyone, and talking to people and talking to Bubs and kind of going, damn, I need one of these, and I need it now. And I'm gonna go scope out every store possible. And what time do you open? All right, I'll be there 30 minutes prior. Thanks.
You have 2 on the way. I'll be there.
Yeah,
6
I'm buying
feet,
both of them. No. So, but no, it definitely is fun from what I've seen, and it's brought a lot of people together, just from friends and family that I know that have it, and from talking with people and just seeing it, it's just completely different, and from reading about it and understanding the game itself. And I don't know, I want to get my hands on it so bad, but also at the same time, I know if I get the game and I get a Switch, you're not going to see me or hear from me for probably about a month. So
yeah, it's a good way to just relax, take a break.
yeah,
It's good.
yep.
But no, I would definitely say, if you guys have time, if you've made it this far through our thoughts on Animal Crossing New Horizons, I would definitely say it's a game I would recommend for sure. If and I don't know, Shade, any last words on it?
No, I think we hit it all.
Right on,
10
guys.
bells,
Well,
you said.
yeah, 10 bells out of 10. But no, you guys, thanks for popping in. Probably gonna be doing another game review here sometime, I think. I mean, this was kind of fun. We wanted to do something like this one for a while, but if there's any game reviews that you guys would like us to do, honestly, let us know. Let us know. Throw a comment down. Hit us up on our Discord, Twitter, wherever, and we'll review another game if we feel it's one that we want to touch on. But until then, you guys, thanks for popping in. Take care, and we'll probably another 2 or 3 weeks for the next one. So,
Yeah,
guys,
2 to 3 weeks or so.
yeah. Shade, any last words?
That's it. We'll see you then.
Right on. Take care, guys.
Bye.